What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Hopefully you got a crazy lift in, or you're gonna get a crazy lift in. And if you don't normally work out, try going and working out either today or tomorrow. I promise you, just start, it'll change your life. So today for me is a rest day. Obviously yesterday was a leg day. This morning I went ahead and went to the gym still, did my cardio about 35 minutes I ended up doing on the treadmill, just an incline walk, kind of get your heart rate going. And then I went ahead and did some ab work as well as some calves, because we could all use better calves, am I right? In terms of today's video, I've been posting a lot of content recently on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and kind of a general theme that has been mentioned in a lot of my videos is for young people or for people that just want to change their life to go out and find ways to make money. Money is something that has been sort of shunned, I think, in today's society. A lot of people think, oh, you shouldn't try and be too ambitious, you shouldn't try and make too much money, that's greedy, all these things. There's so many negative connotations around money, and we seem to forget that there's so many ways to make it, and getting more of it is only benefiting your life. You are not going to have a worse life having more money. There are a million arguments that you could probably say, oh, but you're going to be busier. Okay. And guess what? Because you're busier, you have more money and you don't have to spend so much time on dumb things like you don't have to cook your food anymore, for example. You can hire a chef if you make enough money. So sure, you're busier with your business or working on something, but you don't have to waste your time with so many meaningless tasks. You don't have to be doing your laundry. You don't have to be doing your dishes. You don't have to be grocery shopping. There's so many things that we spend a lot of time doing that we have to do because we don't have the money. And people seem to forget that obviously there are things other than money like health and just your family, but money is right there. Money's the third thing on that list, and it is so crucial to make the other two things happy. You can be healthier and you can have a happier family and just a more wholesome family if you're able to provide and take care of your health and take care of your family with that money. So a lot of my subscribers, or a few of you, have mentioned, Owen, how do I make money? You hear all these people talking about money this, money that, and you just don't seem to know how. Maybe you're working a small, boring job and you're just trying to think like, oh, how do I really make that money though? How do I like really get to be one of those guys on my TikTok who's flexing their $200,000 Porsche? And I think a lot of people forget that you can make money literally any way. Like, you could go get a job at a gas station and that can make you money. Or you can get a job at Walmart. Just boring jobs still pay you money. And I think a lot of people, when they say, how do I earn money? They're not talking about those jobs. They're not talking about the jobs they know exist or they know will pay you a paycheck and are easy to get. They're talking about, how do I get so much money that people can't even ignore me? That's how much money I have. They're talking about the type of money to buy things that you could only dream of. And so I think that's the first step in realizing how do I make money, is realizing that when you say, I want to make money, it's, I want to make enough money that I can buy this, that I can not have to do this, that like you are thinking of a huge sum of money. Automatically, when you say, how do I make money, 95% of you out there are thinking, how do I make a larger than normal sum of money? And obviously me saying normal is already limiting the idea of money, but you get what I'm saying, is you want to make an obscene amount of money. We all would love to make an obscene amount of money. And then the next question is how? And I think that has a different answer for each person that is asking that question. And I think the first step when it comes to making money and just making that obscene amount of money is doing something you love. If you're doing something every single day that you love to do, then A, it's not going to feel like work, and B, the universe will put out what you put in. So if you are doing something you love to do, guess what? You're going to work even more because you love doing it. And guess what? You're going to get more back from the universe just in general. The more you put in, the more you get out. And so the first step is finding something in your life that maybe you're above average at, or something that you've loved to do since you were a little kid. The opportunities are endless, and if you start with something that you love to do, you're going to work a lot harder towards it than someone who is just trying to pick a quick business that will make them some money. I have more of a passion, obviously, towards fitness and helping other people lose weight and all these things that relate to just living a better, healthier life. And so for me, when I'm working on like content for you guys, or working on a coaching program and helping other people lose the weight or anything and make their lives better, it doesn't even feel like work to me. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not making money from this. I have not made a single dollar from putting out content for you guys every single day, from posting on TikTok, from posting on Instagram, and I haven't made a single dollar coaching anyone else yet. However, that doesn't mean I should quit. That doesn't mean I should quit, and this is what I'm talking about, is because I love putting out content for you guys, because I love working out, because I love being a bodybuilder, because I just love everything revolving around the fitness space, doing all this doesn't feel like work to me. It feels like something I get to work on, and I'm building towards something that can hopefully make me a lot of money in the future, but it doesn't feel like work. And so because of all that, I'm okay putting in a ton of hours. I'm okay putting in even more work than I would if I just wanted to try and become rich and I want to just open an e-commerce store or a drop shipping store and just make some quick, good money. Like, I'm going to have no passion towards that. And so if I come into hardships in that field, guess what's going to happen? I'm not going to work very hard. I'm going to quit easier because, hey, it's something I just don't love. But when it comes to this fitness stuff and the content and all these things that revolve around coaching and all that, I love to do it. And so me not making a single dollar from it yet, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit because I love doing it. It feels like it's just something I want to do, which it is something I just want to do. And it doesn't have to make money for me to want to do it, which means that in the future, it has so much more of an upside than something you hate doing, but it makes you good money. That's not where we want to be. That's not where anyone wants to be. You think of being financially free, that doesn't mean working a job that, sure, it pays you enough to be financially free, but you hate it. That is not anyone's form of freedom. And so that kind of segues me into my second point, is work on something for yourself. You don't always have to automatically work on something for other people. Sure, that is a good way to get started and kind of teach yourself how to see other sides of a business or get relationships with people, and working for someone else can obviously lead to other things and more stable careers. But if you want to make the type of money where people are just like, how did he do it? Wow, he must have gotten lucky. Then you need to work on something for yourself. You see all these people on your Instagram, your TikTok with just supercars, hypercars, all these things. And guess what? I bet you 90% of them are not working for someone else. 90+% of them are doing something on their own or with a partner, and they started it themselves. And I think that's what so many people are afraid of. They just see these things and they see someone else start a business and they think it's just out of their reach. They think it's incomprehensible that someone just made 200 grand in a single month by selling a course on something. But it's right there. We see all these people doing it. Why can't you do it? If you see all these people who are good at a specific thing, selling it to other people and teaching them how to do something and making a ton of money off of it, then guess what? You can do it too. There's no limiting factors. This is a free world where it's a world that you are alive in. And no matter the situation you're in, if you are dead broke and working at Walmart, for example, then work a few extra hours, take that little extra money you have, even though you're dead broke, take that little extra money you have and invest it in yourself, in something that you can provide for others. There's so much more upside to providing a service or knowledge to other people than a product or opening a gym or opening a business. There's a limit to some of those. There's a limit to how many people want to go buy Crumble cookies, for example. That's a newer company, but there's no limit. There's 7 billion people on this planet. And when you are creating something like knowledge or a course or anything like that, that can be accessed by literally anyone around the globe, there's so much more upside than a little brick and mortar store. Now, if that's your passion, then go for it. If you love to do it, like I mentioned earlier, if you love to do that and you want to bake or you want to open a pizza shop, then do it. I 100% think you should do it. Try it out, see how it works, and work hard towards it. But if you really want that idea of, I want to be so rich you can't even process it right now, and you want to do something you love, I think the best way and the way with the most successes are from services or entrepreneurships or just like online things that relate to something online. And that's what all these people are taking advantage of. I bet you, like I mentioned, a huge percentage of those people that are on your social media flexing their cars or their watches, guess what? They probably got rich from something that has to do with the internet or online or selling something online to someone else or day trading or any of these things. Guess what? It's all online. You need to understand that the internet is a tool and it is a world of unlimited possibilities. It is genuinely a world of just, you cannot fathom how many different outcomes there are for your life if you utilize the internet to push out your service. And so, third is become knowledgeable on these topics. Learn what money is. You have to understand, like, what is revenue? Why do I pay these taxes to this? What is a gross profit? Like, understand like where money comes from. The government prints it, obviously, all these things that are just terrifying to even think about, but learn about that and then use that knowledge to motivate you to make money. If you understand that money pretty much has no value, which it pretty much doesn't in today's world, then why are you afraid to ask people for it? Why are you afraid to ask people for $150 for this course? You shouldn't be, because if you learn how minuscule the value of the dollar is, then you need to go out there and ask people for it, tell them that your service is worth more than their dollars, and convince them that. Learn about money, learn about where it comes from, and just in general, knowledge is your friend here. Learning about different businesses, learning about just different things about yourself even. Learn about yourself and your mind will become less tangled up, more goal-oriented, more straightforward. You actually can think about your goal if you figure out stuff about yourself, about how you want to go about this first. Before you start this, you need to realize and take some self-reflection and go after a specific goal. That's my final point. If you can take one thing, like for me, I want to build an online coaching business. I want to be an online fitness and nutrition coach. If I can narrow in on that, then it's going to happen. And obviously bodybuilding and going and competing is something that I can still do, but that isn't going to pay the bills. And it is easy enough for me to do my cardio and eat less food and work out while I'm working on a business and providing a service for other people. If you focus in on just one thing, you figure out what you want to do, the industry, and then figure out what you want to do in that industry and what value you can provide to other people. And guess what? Just get started. Watch those YouTube videos. Read those books that pertain to your topic. Take in all this information online about whatever you want to do. And then guess what? It's your turn. It's your turn to do what other people have already done. Learn from their mistakes. Make your own mistakes. And just focus on one thing. If you can focus on one thing to start, I promise you, you're gonna see results. And at the very worst, you're gonna learn a million lessons from this situation. At the very worst, if you don't make a single dollar, you learned a ton of information. You are more knowledgeable. You have more wisdom. And guess what? You are now 20 steps ahead if you want to start a different business later on. Say your first one fails. Your second one, when you try again, because that's the mindset you have to always be okay with trying again. You are going to be 20 to 100 steps ahead of everyone else trying to start their first business when you start your second one. Because guess what? You read the books, you watched the YouTube channels, you gained the knowledge, and sure, it didn't work out. Guess what? There's a million other things out there that you can try, and there's probably a million other things that you're interested in and have knowledge on now to the point that you can do it. For example, if this fitness coaching fails, say I can't get a single client or I can't become profitable and it's just wasting too much of my time, it's a failure after years and years and years. I can take all that knowledge from 5 years of failures in that industry and figure out what works and teach that to another person. Then guess what? My business isn't selling fitness. It isn't selling nutrition to people. It isn't transforming their lives anymore. It's teaching other people how to do that. Even though I failed, guess what? I have all this knowledge from years and years of experiences now that I can work on to teach other fitness coaches how to do it and how I messed up and how I know now how to do it. So I'm going to charge a service to teach you how to do it. There's a million ways to make money, and I think that's why so many people nowadays feel like they don't know how to make money. They feel like they don't know how to make money because there's so many ways to make money. It's one of those things where it's just you have just so many knots in your head. You can't even like focus on one thing because there's just so many things going on. And that's where you need to just focus on that one thing. Focus on that one thing. Don't deviate. Don't deviate at all. After a month, if it's getting hard, do not deviate. Just keep going. Keep working on it, and you will become successful. If you have the mindset that you can do it, no matter what, if you know you can do it, if you put in your full effort, then guess what? You already are 100 steps ahead of someone else who's doubting them, and you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to make money. Don't fixate on the money. Fixate on figuring out what you love to do. Put in as much as you can, and you're going to get back more or the same. It's going to work. It's going to work. Focus on that one thing and just
free yourselves from so many other things. And tying this into fitness, if you have a proper body, if you have proper fitness, proper nutrition, all these things, your discipline is already prepared to put so much effort into these businesses. For example, I have put in 4+ years into the gym and 2+ to 3 years on a very good and tracked nutrition schedule. So if I can do that every single day for 4 or 3 years, why would I not be able to work on this business for just as long? For just as long, if not more, because that's actually going to make me money, whereas just fixing my nutrition and fixing my health is not necessarily going to make you money, and there's not necessarily a specific end goal to that. So if you figure out your fitness, figure out your nutrition, and get that discipline that is engraved in you now, you will be able to automatically have the mindset that you can do it. You can make money, you can start that business, you can do whatever you put your mind to. And that's how I'm going to end today's video, is just go for your goals. Do not let anyone tell you you can't do something, because I promise you, with full effort, you can do whatever you dream of. You can achieve whatever you dream of, and make people remember your name. Peace out, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for a crazy chest day.